Open box. Hello everyone, welcome to my first video that I'm recording in 2025. And once again, a happy new year to everyone. And this is the Christmas edition, and you may be like, but that's a bit late. Yeah, I just had a 2-week vacation. Alright, so you're getting it now, in January. That's close enough, doesn't really matter. Now, I hope you all got what you wanted from Christmas. I actually did, because of the fact that at our house, Christmas works a little bit differently. Christmas works like this. We make lists, and then we buy stuff from the list. Simple as that. I make a list also. It's because of the fact that my mom can never remember every single Transformers figure that I own. So if if she has to buy Transformers figures for me, it's gonna be a whole mess. So it's better to just do lists, you know? So I thought I'd show what I got. My, as you could say, haul. However, I don't actually have a box this time. So I used the cover boxes of some stuff that I got. So, let us start with the simple thing that is my grandma. Look, I love my grandma a lot. I do. You know, it's my grandma and everything. However, she hasn't really visited in the last couple of years for Christmas. So she actually gave us money during my birthday for Christmas. And yeah, that's why I have stuff here that I technically got from my grandma. As in, I bought that with the money that I got from my grandma. The Christmas money. So, let's get started, shall we? Now, this is not all gonna be Transformers. You'll probably see that in the thumbnail. So, starting off here, we got the Blu-ray for Deadpool and Wolverine. Very nice looking Blu-ray. This is the first thing because it's one of the solo things that I have. But it is very nice. I've wanted this movie, obviously, since I saw it. You can check out my review. It is out on the channel. I am a big fan of this movie. Very much a fan. So, yeah, that's number one. Then I also got Transformers 1. TF Hype Guy can be happy about this one. But I got the Transformers 1 Blu-ray. I love this movie. I think it's fantastic. I hate Paramount for the way that they marketed this thing. For the fact that we might not ever get a sequel because of the fact that Hasbro's pulling out of the whole financing movie thing. And it means that Paramount has to finance the whole thing, and since they didn't market this thing, it probably means it was, in their eyes, a bit of a failure. So I don't know if we're gonna get a sequel to Transformers 1, but overall, I enjoyed this movie, and I had to own it on Blu-ray. Now we come to the big stuff. The very, very, very big stuff. Now, in case you do not know, or you're new to the channel, hi, how's it going? I do mainly Transformers reviews on this channel, but I'm also kind of branching out at this point. I mean, Thursday was the Captain America, the First Avenger review. Hope you all enjoyed that. That is gonna be the Thursday upload from this point onwards, just to all the existing people here. That's gonna be Thursday from now onwards. The whole 3 reviews a week was only gonna be there for 2024. But mainly I do Transformers reviews, but I also like to dabble in some other stuff. And if you do not know, on Sunday, I usually upload a talk about Dragon Ball Daima. Yes, I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. Now, I own almost all of Dragon Ball on DVD/Blu-ray. So Team 4-Star can be happy. However, there was one part that I was missing, and that's because of the fact that I personally don't really like this part. I have the original Dragon Ball, I have Z-Kai and the movies, and GT. I did not have Super. Well, here we go. I got Super. On DVD, not on Blu-ray, but I got Super. And I hate the way that this is packaged. As you can see. Look. There's not a thing here in the middle that it clicks into. You got these clickers here on the side that make me feel like I'm gonna break the disc. But this is the Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and the Champa Saga, as it says down here. But people like to call it the Universe 6 Saga. But the Champa Saga, it doesn't really matter. But there you go. It's also known as the Tournament of Destroyers. But that's not all, because of the fact that I also got the Future Trunks Saga, which is a lot bigger, because this only contains one saga. This is just the Future Trunks Saga. A saga that I despise with every fiber of my being because of how garbage it is. This saga is absolutely garbage. I hate it. And it makes me dislike Dragon Ball Super. It is the worst saga that Dragon Ball's ever released. And it's mainly because of its ending. Because they do things that are just so horrible. If it's not just the fact that, like, they turn Goku into the biggest idiot on the planet. Oh, I never kissed Chi-Chi. Oh, I forgot the seal for the Mafuba, I think it was called in Japanese, but Evil Containment Wave. It's not all that, you know, that's not the biggest problem, because they also just give Trunks, like, King Kai powers, like the Spirit Sword Bomb thing that he has. He could just do that. Goku had to travel Snake Way in order to get to King Kai, in order to learn the Kaioken and Spirit Bomb. Meanwhile, Trunks just pulls out a Spirit Bomb like it's nothing. And then also the fact that they destroy Future Trunks' timeline and then send him off to live in a different timeline. So there's no happy ending. It's so dumb, and I hate it. I also got the Universe Survival Saga, though, with the Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren. We also have, right, I should probably show that off. We have Beerus versus Goku. We have Vegeta versus Frieza, the terrible saga, but not as bad as Goku Black. Or Future Trunks. And then Hit versus Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku. And then this one has Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Goku Black, which I recently heard someone call Super Saiyan. They called it a Saiyan instead of a Saiyan. It was very annoying, M&J TV. But yeah, then we got Vegito versus Zamasu. Fused Zamasu. And this is technically was never supposed to happen because in Toriyama's original notes, Vegito was never supposed to show up. So not everything that is the same was in Toriyama's notes because Vegito Blue was never supposed to be a thing. And then we got Trunks versus Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. But here we got Ultra Instinct Sai versus Jiren. We also have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku versus Kefla in Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2? Nah, I think it's Super Saiyan, because there's no, like, sparks. And, like, as we saw with this one, the Goku Black one, there are sparks. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta versus God of Destruction, Topo or Top? I don't know, because in the dub, they call him Top, but then in the video game Sparking Zero, they call him Topo. But his name is Top in the dub. I don't... Why did they even change the name? There was no need. And finally, we got Ultra Instinct Perfected Mastered versus Jiren Full Power. So yeah, and also what I like is on the side here, if you put them all together, you have Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct Goku. Sure, why not? Then we go with that. And I also like how the things are kind of like differently colored. You got like blue, you got green, I guess. So you got some purple here. I like that. Very much a big fan of it. But that's not all, because Dragon Ball Super would not be complete without Dragon Ball Super Broly, my personal favorite Dragon Ball movie that has ever been released. And technically the only one that will stay canon forever, which is kind of interesting. Because Toriyama basically nullified Resurrection F and Battle of Gods when Super came out. Because in the Dragon Ball Super Battle of Gods saga, there are some rewrites towards like the Super Saiyan God stuff that is the new canon, so that is canon. But this one is never gonna be decanonized in that sense, unless you just don't count Dragon Ball Super's canon, at which point then the whole thing is decanonized. But very big fan of this movie. I love the fact that we get Broly, technically finally canon, but I like to just say finally written by Toriyama. This whole movie is written by Toriyama, and it is so good because the last movie he wrote was garbage, which was Resurrection F. But also, that's not all, because we also got Gogeta, my favorite fusion of the two. Out of Vegito and Gogeta, I like Gogeta more. I always like Gogeta more, but that's also because Gogeta is a bit more practical. Technically, Goku and Vegeta can fuse at any point in time in order to make Gogeta, but they need the earrings from the Supreme Kai in order to become Vegito. So that's also why I like Gogeta more. But very big fan of this movie. But that's not all, because there's another movie. We have Dragon Ball Super Superhero. This is actually the one that I meant when I talked about decanonized in that sense. Because this movie is probably forever going to be canon. Because the manga skipped this movie. So I don't think we're going to get an anime adaptation of this movie. The manga did this one though. And they added a bits at the beginning and bits at the end. So I feel like this movie is potentially going to be, in a way, decanonized. Also, I think there were a couple of rewrites that were made in the manga. So if, and this is a big if the manga ever gets adapted into the anime, because who's to say that it will? I mean, there is potential, but everything has potential, you know? If that happens, they might do a superhero saga and basically just turn this movie into the same thing what they did with this. But I own the whole of Dragon Ball Super now. I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy about this. Also, I like Superhero. My only real complaint about Dragon Ball Superhero, outside of the fact that there's 2 supers in there, it is doubly super, is the fact that it's just like, I love the Piccolo storyline that we get in that movie. I like the fact that it focuses on Piccolo and Gohan. It kind of pushes Goku to the back a bit. But the biggest issue that I have is just the fact it's just the Cell Saga again, isn't it? You have Cell Max who is Cell if Cell was a bumbling idiot, I guess we could call him. Because the fact that he loses all of his personality traits. And then we also have Beast Gohan, which is just Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Again, I don't like the retread. I like with Dragon Ball Super Broly, it doesn't feel like the Broly movie. Like, it's not the same plot beats that the Broly movie had, outside of the fact that Broly getting stronger, but you know, that's kind of a Dragon Ball thing. So I like Broly more than Superhero, but I also really like Superhero. And that is it. That is basically my grandma presents that I got. There you go. The presents that I bought with the money that my grandma gave me. So technically presents that I got from my grandma. And when I said that I now have Dragon Ball complete, it is true. Because we'll put you over here. I have also Dragon Ball the original, the yellow boxes. I have Dragon Ball Z Kai, the whole thing as well. I also have the movies, the Dragon Ball Z movie collection with the 2 specials. And I have Dragon Ball GT digitally remastered, which also comes with the special A Hero's Legacy, as it says up here. So now I have all of Dragon Ball that matters to me, outside of the Otherworld saga, but I can't really buy that stuff on its own. I have to buy, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, and I don't really want to do that. So the important stuff is here. And by the way, the reason that I'm saying the Otherworld saga is because that one gets mentioned either in the end of Dragon Ball Z Kai or the beginning of Dragon Ball Z Kai, the final chapters, the green one. Which, yes, it is a little bit annoying, but it's the only Dragon Ball Z Kai that they did. But overall, I'm very happy with this. And also, this is gonna be March. From March onwards, I'll talk more about that later, but I just wanted to make that little bit of a tease, I guess. See you in March for Dragon Ball. Let me get this out of here, so that I can get into the next thing. Let me go with this camera as well a bit more. This is also a bit loose. I don't know why. I may have to look into that bad boy. But I have more family members than just me, Grandma. So next up, we're gonna go to my sister. Now, my sister gave me something that I never saw coming. I put this on the list, though, so I can't complain, and I'm not going to complain. It's just, it came out of the blue. She gave me this. Transformers Cybertron, the entire series, every single episode on DVD, and it's all in here, as you can see. By the way, this is what I meant. This thing here is what I meant when I talked about Dragon Ball, where it's like you push down here in order to pull it out, and there's no like things on the side. I like things on the side. Anyway, but yeah, this is what I got. Now the thing is that the reason that I have this is I put only Transformers on my list. However, there were some mistakes with the list that happened, as in the site that my mom ordered from didn't have everything that she ordered, so there were problems. But also, I got the comment that it was like, the list is too small, because I usually make this big list so that they get to choose. Alright? We don't spend a lot of money on each other because we don't have a lot of money to spend on each other. So I like to just put a bunch of stuff on a list and just have them choose, so that I can still be surprised, but I'm also gonna get what I want, but I'm not gonna get specifically, potentially, what I want. For example, on this list was Transformers, the Generation Selects, Cyclonus with Nightstick, I think was his name. Yeah, they didn't buy that for me, so I had to buy him myself, who is coming soon. I am recording this on the day that I am home, called Thursday. And actually, a couple of hours is when the first MCU review for that series went up. But because of the fact that I got that comment about the list being a little bit too small, I decided to add, to see if there was anything else. And I saw Transformers Cybertron, the complete series, and I was like, look, alright, they wanted more on the list, here you go. I'll put this thing on the list. Never expecting to get it. Well, my sister saw that and was like, well, that's different from getting him Transformers figures. Why don't I just get him this? So I got this from my sister. So thank you, sis. Maybe one day I'll be watching it, but I'm happy to own it. Nonetheless, though, I am happy to own it, because I don't have an actual TV series of Transformers complete. Because I got a couple of volumes of, like, Transformers Generation 1, which has Armada on the cover, which is really strange. I'll grab it. Like this. Like, I got this, which has Transformers Armada on the cover, but not on that one. But then on this one again, and then also, also I have Beast Machine Season 1. But like, I got these three, but it's like, it's Armada on the cover on two of them. But it's just the Generation 1 cartoon. So that's weird. And I also got the first season of Beast Machines. I've had that for a very long time. So I guess Transformers Cybertron can now join as well. But it's the only series that I actually have completed outside of technically the movies, because I have all of the movies as well. So with that out of the way, let's go to my own mummy. And let's see what she got me. So starting off, she got me a ball and another ball. These two RID figures. They were cheap, so I put them on the list. We have Hammer and we have Back or Forth. I forgot what his name was, but he has 2 names. Plus also there's stuff in a bag. So they are complete. So I guess you can be expecting reviews for every figure that I'm gonna mention because my mom is the only one that bought me Transformers figures. But I needed figures on the list and I saw that these characters appeared in the show. RID, so I put them on the list. The only issue that I made is the fact that I didn't know Hammer actually came with a Bolt Strike or Quick Bolt or whatever his name was. That other like Minicon deployer. So I actually have the wrong Hammer, so that's a bit of a sad day. But what can you do about it? But I got them too, so let's get them out of here. I'm probably gonna make about 15-minute reviews of these guys because I got a comment about that in my Ravage review where it's like, how is this a 16-minute review? I was like, I'm talking a lot. Simple as that. Next up, who I got was this little lad himself. I needed a beachcomber for my collection, and I was always eyeing the Legacy Evolution one. This is the Power of the Primes one, and to be honest, he ain't that bad. I actually very much like him. I think he's a fun little lad. And the fact that he is 1/3 of the price of the Legacy Evolution one very much surprises me. So I'm very happy to own him in my collection, and that might also mean that you're never gonna see a review of the Legacy Evolution one. But I'm very happy about him. And then finally we have the big boy himself. We have him, Point Blank, and his little buddy, Peacemaker. Very much honored to have such a famous show here, right here in front of me, Peacemaker. But yeah, I got these 2 guys. And this is the finale, I guess, of it all. Because outside of this, I got nothing else. But I'm actually pretty happy. I needed him because apparently he appeared in like the end of Generation 1. Like the very end of Generation 1. And also, alright, he got a redesign that was not a redesign, but it was more like based off of his original figure. So this was the redesign that then got changed back to the original design, and that design appeared in Transformers Headmasters, I think it was, or Super God Master Force, I forgot which one. But yeah, but since this guy appeared in the show, officially, I have to own him. That is the rule, so I'm happy to own him, and he's actually fun. There are things that I'm a little bit lesser about, but overall he's a pretty good figure. It's mainly the way that the feet work in transformation is where I have the issue. But that is all for his own video that will be coming out shortly, I guess. I don't know when. I have no idea. I mean, I'm expecting another package pretty soon, so there will be another open box coming in the coming days, because I think tomorrow I'm gonna get my package with another bunch of Transformers figures that I bought this time. That wasn't bought with money that I got from my from Christmas. So that's why I'm not waiting with this, because this is the Christmas edition. But I don't know when anything is gonna go up because, well, Saturday or tomorrow. I don't know when this is gonna go up. I'm gonna try and get this done before Friday so that I can upload it on Friday, but I cannot promise you anything. But I'm very excited about the review for Saturday because of the fact that I worked a lot on it, and it was actually a figure that I did not like, but then somehow everything went correctly. And I remembered that I cut off a couple of tabs that were kind of ruining that guy in order to make him better. But I'm very excited about that. And then after that, you'll get a couple of these guys. And then we're going to head into the Stunticons. And then it will be in February. So I don't know when your guys are going to see these guys' review. All of them. Let me just grab the lot. Here we go. Oh, I don't know when you're going to see these guys' reviews. I will try to get them out as, well, I guess when the time comes. You will see their reviews, but they will be coming out this year. Don't you worry about that. And also, to anyone wondering, since I got these guys last year, would any of them have made it on my top 24 of 2024? No, absolutely not. Not even close, dude. Not even close. I mean, these are fun guys, but they're not that high of praise. So, I guess that is it for the Christmas unboxing. So, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Turn on notifications. Don't forget to check out my Let's Play channel, link in the description and at the end of the video. And once again, I would like to wish you guys a very happy new year, and I guess a Merry Christmas. This is the Christmas video, but a happy new year. I should have left my Christmas decorations on the table. Why did I remove them? Also, I have no idea what comes out next because I don't know what's coming out. I guess I'll see you guys for Saturday for my first review review of 2025 if this goes up on Friday. Otherwise, I'll see you guys, I guess, Monday for another open box video. And also Sunday for the Daima review, obviously. I have some catching up to do. Why did they have to take this week off? Why couldn't they have just taken last week off? I wouldn't have been spoiled about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and everything like that. Whatever. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys for whatever comes next, and I will get these guys out to you at some point in the year of 2025. Bye!